And Yashwant Deshmukh from Sea Voter joins us. Each time he comes now, he really needs to wear a helmet and bulletproof jacket because that's really how tough polling has become. And especially, and I want to show you a strength scan for Maharashtra to try and explain why Maharashtra is a poll nightmare. And if the polls can be so horribly wrong in Haryana, where it's a bipolar state, two parties, much simpler election, 10 years of anti-incumbency, and if you can't get that right, then Maharashtra really is like a black box. So here is a strength scan of Maharashtra, and we've got here the BJP, the Shiv Sena, the NCP, the Congress. This is the original. Now the problem here is that the Shiv Sena is splintered, the NCP is splintered, and every estimate that you make is based on what happened in the previous elections. So if you see, the very strong seats are seats which a particular party has won in every election for the last 3 elections, and the BJP has only 24 very strong seats in the 288 seats of Maharashtra. The original undivided Shiv Sena has only 12 such seats. The original NCP, which had both the Sharad and the Ajit Pawar factions, has only 16. The Congress has 18. So, which means there are very few firmly sticky seats for any of the political formations. If you come to seats which are strong, where the party has won 2 times out of the last 3 elections, the BJP has 77 such seats, the Shiv Sena 38, the NCP 27, the Congress 26. When you look at the weak seats, each of the parties has a very vast number of weak seats which they haven't won in any election over the last 3 elections. The BJP has won 40 such seats, that's half the assembly they've never won, ever, in the last 3 elections. The Shiv Sena has won 87 such seats, the NCP has won 91 such seats, and the Congress has won 82. What all of this means is that if Haryana was tricky...
This is trickier.
Not trickier is being very
it's a border one.
Maharashtra is a pollster's nightmare.
It is, absolutely. Actually, this number, Rahul, which you just pointed out, okay, I mean, basically, when Rahul said that just sum up these strong and extremely strong seats together, and you will realize in the last 3 elections, these parties have taken this over. Rahul, for the most important election result in Maharashtra has been the 2014 assembly election, where all parties actually contested independently. So if you want to look into from that perspective that, okay, in the last 3 elections, which is the individually speaking where the strength of the parties is, so I guess that roughly about 100 for the BJP, that is fine, which is the independent strength they have been pretty strong in. But out of these, the question is how many of them were in Vidarbha and Marathwada, which were traditionally strongholds of the BJP individually, but where, unfortunately for the BJP in the previous Lok Sabha election recently, Congress took over like anything and BJP was washed down like anything in their own stronghold. So the problem is that out of these 100 odd seats where BJP seems to be stronghold in that right now, half of them actually, Rahul, lie in the Vidarbha and Marathwada region, and can they do a reverse gear after the Haryana thing? And that is a critically important thing to understand.
So what I'll do next is I'll show you what happens if we break the Lok Sabha results into assembly segments. Right. And Amitabh Tiwari joins us. The election commissioners haven't put out the actual booth-by-booth data. So if you're watching and in the preparation for this, please note, officials at the EC would really like for you to put out the data, but we've done the best calculation we can based on political estimates from the ground. Now here is what it looks like. If I just convert the 288 seats of the assembly using data from the Lok Sabha polls, and this is the most recent polling data that we have, the Mahavikas Agadi, which is the India Alliance, is at 159. The Mahayuti, which is the NDA, is at 127 seats, which means, and 145 is the halfway mark, which means that the Mahavikas Agadi, if the Lok Sabha elections had been the assembly, the Mahavikas Agadi, the India Alliance, would have formed the government with a 14-seat majority. But within that larger region, within the larger state, there are so many regional stories. Because if, for example, you take Konkan Mahayuti leads 17-7 in Konkan. If you take North Maharashtra, the Mahayuti leads 27-15. If you take Mumbai, it's a much tighter fight, 16 versus 20. It is in the bigger regions of Maharashtra. For example, like Marathwada, where the MVA leads 34 to 12. In Vidarbha, the MVA leads 41 to 19. So in the two really big regions of Maharashtra, that's where the Mahavikas Aghadi is in the lead in the Lok Sabha data, and also in Western Maharashtra. Those are the three biggest regions. Those are the three biggest leads. In the smaller regions of Konkan, Mumbai, you've got the NDA in the lead.